Chapter 10. The Power of Energy. The third personal power of success. The world is a looking glass, and gives back to every man the reflection of his own face. William Makepeace Thackeray. The universe is alive with energy. Nothing exists without it. Everything that you see, and most of what you don't, is full of waves and vibrations. No matter where you go or what you do, you're constantly sending and receiving energy, and you live in a confluence of unseen frequencies all the time. In fact, you're actually being pelted from all directions with television, radio, telephone, and satellite signals of every kind. All you need is the right apparatus set at the proper frequency in order to interpret them. You resemble one of those satellites, picking up signals from other individuals and projecting ones of your own. You broadcast the energy that determines your consequences. You're wired for this, and whether you realize it or not, the results you have been getting are due to the vibrations of your own personal energy field. The beautiful thing about this is that if you don't like what's coming in, you're always free to change what you're sending out. Energy is one of your primary powers, and it's behind several of the universal laws. It combines with consciousness to form the greatest generator of your destiny. By consciously choosing what kind of energy you want to project, you also determine what kind of consequences you receive. It's really a very simple process, and it's going on all the time. In the physical world, the matching of frequencies is a phenomenon known as entrainment. When similar signals come together, they tend to vibrate as the same resonance. This is what creates the sense of attraction. It's not chemistry, it's matching energy. The principles apply across the board, whether it's social, romantic, professional, or personal. You're destined to pull in what you put out. So in order to change what you attract, you need to figure out exactly how to create your personal energy field. Our big, fat energy producers. Your electromagnetic vibrations are the resonance of your light energy, the frequency of your mind, heart, and soul. As we saw earlier, the biggest part of this can be found in your mind and feelings. But where do your thoughts and emotions come from? Do they just appear out of nowhere? What makes this part of your personal energy engine run? The foundation of your emotional and cognitive power is formulated in your core conclusions. In fact, all that you manifest can be traced back to them. Simply put, your belief system is a network of fundamental assumptions that you've chosen to embrace as a result of your upbringing and personal experience. Similar to the way they deal with their thoughts, most people don't examine what they hold to be true. We live with our belief system the same way we live with our language. We've been given it from birth, so it's all that we know. It's quite literally the framework for all that we experience. And we're so accustomed to it that it doesn't even occur to us to try something different. But when we live without a conscious awareness of our beliefs and how they affect our lives, we willingly give up our power to change. No matter what we've been taught or how we've been treated, our beliefs are a choice. As thinking adults, we always have the option to change them. We can choose for ourselves what represents our own truth, consciously releasing whatever perpetuates fear and negativity in our own vibration and in the world's. In terms of energy and consciousness creation, a healthier, happier belief is the bottom line of greater success in every arena. Although the positive or negative nature of our vibrational energy is most powerfully expressed in our thoughts and emotions, underneath those are our fundamental beliefs. Obviously, judgmental, fatalistic, or otherwise negative convictions can create only negative emotions and thoughts. Positive ones, those that nurture the self and provide hope for the future, produce correspondingly uplifting feelings and ideas. This is, of course, the most desirable frequency to project, because that is what gets the wonderful results we're looking for. Let's take a look at how these energy producers are connected. Our beliefs are the underlying conclusions from which all assumptions and free-floating thoughts derive. We develop these beliefs either directly, through what we've been taught, or indirectly, through how we've been treated by our parents and other authority figures. It doesn't matter that these teachings may be untrue, unhealthy, or even downright destructive. The source of their influence makes them absolutely true for us. Each belief creates related thoughts that elicit emotional reactions, all combining to create the predominant energy that you unknowingly broadcast throughout your life. For example, you may have been given the tenet that money proves your worth. This is a core belief, resulting in a lot of corresponding thoughts and conclusions, such as, I'll never be able to approve of myself until I make lots more money, and I'm just a failure now. Such toxic thoughts create devastating emotions, such as fear, desperation, and self-loathing. What are the energetic and real consequences of this process? Take a look at the example in the following chart. Core belief. It's really hard to make it in this world. Under thought, I don't have what it takes. The emotion, shame, fear. Energy, repulsive resistance. Under thought, there's never enough to go around. The emotion, hopelessness, despair. The energy, heavy, dark. Under thought, why does everyone else get the breaks? The emotion, anger, envy. The energy, abrasive, agitated. This is just one guiding belief, but when you look at this process, it becomes clear how powerful your fundamental assumptions about life can be. Through them, you create the emotional energy that sets the tone of your world. You set yourself up for success or failure, happiness or grief, and the cycle of energy and events won't change until you determine to embrace only beliefs that honor and nurture you. Place your BETS, bets. Some people resist creating new, positive beliefs. They think that doing so would be deluding themselves, denying a difficult reality in order to create a fantasy view of life. An even more skewed reason for not changing beliefs is the pretense of motivation. Many people assume that they're driven by their urgent and desperate convictions, and if they give up these negative precepts, they'll no longer be motivated to do what it takes to become a winner. But exactly the opposite is true. When you change your belief system, you also change your resulting emotions and thoughts. This is the triple connection of energy production. A more positive belief system stimulates far greater enthusiasm and much more staying power. But when your bets, beliefs, emotions, and thoughts are negative, you're actually wagering your life on conclusions of failure and difficulty. Where is that likely to lead? You might as well stake your energy on the positive belief, because at least then you have a chance to make it true. If you bet on the negative, you can never win. In fact, because your bets about the future permeate your consciousness, this destructive mentality creates the expectation, and believe it or not, on some strange level, even the hope, that the unfavorable outcome will appear. This is why it's so important to find out how your beliefs are keeping you down. Journal for success. In order to become the master of your beliefs, answer the following questions in your journal. Give yourself some time to think things through and make clear decisions about the optional, honoring beliefs that could replace the old, negative ones. What are some of the things that you've been taught to believe about yourself and your value? How do these conclusions make you feel? What alternative views can you choose now that will honor your value and produce healthier, more attractive energy in the world? What are some of the things that you've been taught to assume about other people and your relationship to them? How do these conclusions make you feel? What healthier, more honoring conclusions can you now embrace about others and your relationship to them? What are some of the things that you can do to remind yourself to choose these new beliefs on a daily basis? Don't skip this exercise. Think honestly about your responses and come up with some creative options, because this is vital to your energy production. It only makes sense to bet on the positive. It's the only way good things can come up. If you're going to stake your life on something, place your wager on honoring beliefs, happier emotions, and optimistic thoughts. When you do, the universe will be glad to pay up, and you may even find yourself winning the jackpot. Test your AQ. Your personal energy field is made up of your mental and emotional patterns, your beliefs and attitudes, and even the way you move and speak. This is the magnetic force behind your success experience. You may think that getting ahead depends on things such as your looks, how much money you make, or even your IQ. But ultimately, it's none of these things. It's your AQ, your attraction quotient, that really indicates whether or not you have the energy it takes to achieve on both personal and professional levels. To get an indication of your own leanings, take the following quiz. Your AQ indicates your positive energy production and the resonant patterns of your magnetic attraction. Retake this test periodically to see how your vibration is changing. Attraction Quotient Quiz. Rate the following questions on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being never and 10 being all the time. Write your rating on the line on the left and be honest. On a scale of 1 to 10, do you have confidence in the things you do? Do you feel that you know your personal purpose and are working in that direction? Do you accept your looks and appearance right now? Do you feel happy in your present circumstances? Do you feel optimistic about your future? Do you make your own goals and happiness a priority? Do you feel willing to take risks? Do you try to think positively when faced with difficult situations? Do you value and appreciate the good things you already have in your life? Do you respect your body by eating right and getting regular exercise? Add your score here to get your AQ. Don't be discouraged if your number is lower than you'd like. The most common scores for the AQ quiz fall between 50% and 75%. Whether yours is lower or higher, you can use this test as an opportunity to become aware of the energy changes you need to make in order to alter your life results. To create a specific focus for positive signals, change all of the AQ quiz questions that received less than a 7 rating into positive intentions and affirmations. Use these on a daily basis to create a different momentum in your energy production. For example, if you gave only 5 points to question 5, affirm, I am feeling more and more optimistic about my future. I have the power to make my future better in every way. Write these statements on index cards to carry with you and read them often. Don't look at this as busy work, because it actually opens you to new ideas and approaches that could turn your energy around. You are, and always will be, the generator of your own success. Choose to broadcast a brighter vibration, and you're bound to tune into brilliant results. Affirmations for attractive energy. I am choosing a new, healthy, nurturing belief system for myself right now. It is my right and my future. Only I choose what is true for me. From now on, I release any belief that is toxic or dishonoring in any way. As I think more positively, I send out better energy and attract better and better results. My own healthy and attractive energy is up to me. I choose to create a peaceful mentality now. I accept myself, my value, and my appearance. I make my own self-acceptance a priority.